Good Tuesday morning, Quad Cities. Good to be back with you here. And we've got a very busy day weather-wise ahead of us. A wind advisory to talk about as this storm system begins to rapidly intensify later on this morning. There you see it tracking through parts of Kansas and Nebraska. A lot of rain sitting off to our south and west. All of that rain, of course, needs to move up in our direction. I think that rain's going to start here just after the noon hour. But before the rain gets here, we've got a wind advisory for parts of the Quad Cities. It's not all of us, especially if you're well east of the river, but it does include the metro. This will start at noon and goes until 9 o'clock this evening. If you're in the advisory in tan here or teal, whatever color you want to call it, that's where you're going to see those wind gusts approach, if not briefly exceed 50 miles an hour by this afternoon. Let's take future track ahead here. Hour by hour into the early afternoon for you. That's when we're going to start to see the rain. And this will be heavy at times. Could even have a couple of embedded thunderstorms with this as it moves to the east. That rain continues through this evening before fading away to a couple of showers overnight. Perhaps even a rumble of thunder with this here too as temperatures rise into the 50s by tomorrow morning. Mainly dry conditions to start our Wednesday, but if you live on the Illinois side of the Quad Cities, there is another round of rain and even some steady rain heading into tomorrow evening that'll accumulate even more meaningful rainfall before this system moves out late Wednesday night. Rainfall totals much higher than what we looked at yesterday. Look at this here on the Illinois side, a lot more yellow on the map. Sterling Rock Falls, perhaps even just east of Princeton, more than an inch of rain possible here. Same story in the Quad Cities, but a really nice soaking. And the timing is good because, again, the ground isn't frozen yet, but I guarantee by this time next week it will be. Here's why. This storm system is going to put down all of this snow to our north and west. This is the Dakotas through Nebraska, much of Minnesota. Look at the chart here. Snowfall amounts of more than a foot possible for a large chunk of real estate. So as this snowpack falls, and some really cold air here to the northwest goes right over top of that deep snowpack, it is really going to intensify this Arctic blast coming in for next week. And notice the time here. This gets here right around Tuesday to Wednesday of next week, and it's going to stick around through Christmas. What that means is we're barely going to have high temperatures during the day in the teens, and overnight lows will likely be below zero heading into Christmas Day. It could be the coldest Christmas we've seen in the last 5 to 10 years. Do we have some snow potential between now and then? We do. In the near term here, it's Thursday. These are snow showers that will put down maybe a dusting of accumulation, and then the cold air will seep in early next week. There you see the start of it right here, but it gets colder than that. We'll wait and see if we can get some energy in here to work with that cold air to get us some snow for a white Christmas. It's certainly possible, but one thing's a guarantee, and that is the cold air will be here about a week from today.